Welcome to this YouTube channel of CloudTat. My name is Nikita and I'm a Microsoft certified trainer associated with CloudTat. I usually take cloud security training certifications, which include your SC-900, 300 and so on. So in this session, we will be covering SC-300, which is your identity and access administration. So there are some of the prerequisites that we should have. First, that we should have the understanding of security fundamentals. So if you don't have the understanding, then also it's fine because I will be taking you from the basics to the advance of this course. Then zero trust principles, how we can collaborate and introduce the different clients to our environment. Then identity governance. So we will be covering all these fundamental courses and others in the upcoming sessions as well. But in this course, we will be covering SC-300, which is based on your Microsoft Entra ID. You all might be working on some of the either cloud platforms, but here we will be going with the Entra ID. That what is your Entra ID? How we can take our on-prem environment to the cloud. So because as this is the chance that you can leverage from on-prem to the cloud with the help of this Entra, which is your IAM service. So basically, in Microsoft, we have three categories of certifications. So let me just use white screen. So when we talk about certifications, we have fundamental, we have associate, and expert. So in terms of security, your fundamental certification will be SC-900. In associate level, it will be SC-300, SC-200, and so on. Expert level, which will be SC-100. So for having the SC-100 certification, you should have 300, 200, 401 as well. Then only you will be eligible for this expert level certification. Talking about the exam, so in your exam, these four areas will be covered. First one is your implement and manage user identities, which will cover 20 to 25%. Implement authentication and access management, which will cover 25 to 30%. Plan and implement workload identities, which will cover 20 to 25%, and identity governance, which will cover 20 to 25%. One most important thing is that you need to score 700 out of 1000. Minimum, you should have 700. Then only you will be considered as qualified for this exam. Otherwise, you need to go through the exam once again. Second important thing, let's say you have given the exam. Now, in your first attempt, you score 649 and you want to go with the second attempt. So second attempt, you can give 24 hours after. You need to wait for 24 hours, then only your window will become active and you can go with the second attempt. Let's say in the second attempt also, you score 650. Now you need to go with the third attempt as well. So for the third attempt, you need to wait 14 days. So try to clear the exam in your first attempt only. Now taking you to the portal where we can see the exam, how we can prepare the exam. So this is the certification link, which covers your Microsoft Certified Identity and Access Administration. Then the level will be an intermediate level of certification. So it will be an intermediate level. So because basic is your SC-900. Second, after earning this course, you will become a security engineer. It is a security product and it will come with a 12 months of renewal, which means that the certification which you will earn, which is a SC-300, will be with you till 12 months only. After 12 months, you need to renew your certificate. But this is not with the SC-900, which is your fundamental course. It will be there with you for your lifetime. And most important thing, that whenever you are planning to give your exam, please give your exam with your personal mail IDs. Why? Let's say you are working in TCS. So you gave the exam with the TCS mail ID. And in the later stage, you change your organization. You went to Accenture, you went to Cognizant, you went to Cloud, that for example. So your certificate will also go. So it's better that always go with your personal mail IDs while registering for the exam. Then we have these 4 areas which will prepare for the exam, practice for the exam, how we can take the exam, and how we can renew the certificate, which is your secondary thing. What are the different modules covered, which will be your Entra ID, how we can manage this Entra ID, what are the different methods of authentication and access management for applications, where we will be focusing on enterprise applications, plan and implement identity governance. Scrolling down, after covering all these modules, after going through the video lectures, after having the practicals and this learning MS Learn content, you can go with this practice test. Now, in this particular practice test, you will be having 50 questions. So you need to go through these 50 questions. Scroll down, then comes your launch sandbox. Talking about this sandbox, here basically what happens, like it will give you a dummy environment where you can check what are the different categories of questions which will come to your exam. So if you ask me what are different categories, then it will be your single select, it will be your multi-select, then more questions on drag and drop, and selecting from the image, true, false. These are the questions which will come into your exam. If you want to see them, you can just click on this launch box and you can see the environment. Scrolling down is your registering for the exam. You can just click on schedule exam and by giving the details. Now, while giving the details, you need to be careful. Why? Because when you will be giving your mail IDs and your mobile numbers, please cross-check them. Because let's say you have given the wrong mail IDs. Now, all the communication which will take place with you will be via emails or via your mobile numbers. So please cross-check whatever mail IDs, whatever mobile numbers you are giving there. And then you can schedule your exam according to your need, on which time you want to have it, on which date you want to have it, and you can pay for the exam as per the currency. Then once you clear the certification, let's say you earn the certificate, just a minute, let me open one note. Let's say I earned the certificate on 1st January. So I will be eligible for renew my certificate after 6 months, which will be your June. So till June to December, I can renew my certificate. Otherwise, I need to go with the certification once again, which means I need to register for the exam. After registering for the exam, I need to pay for it and then I need to go. For renewal, there is no cost. So if you renew the certification with a given time frame, you need not to pay any amount from your pocket. And it will be easy as you will only have 25 questions. But in your standard exam, you will have 60 to 70 questions. Now let's move to the course ahead. So before moving to the course, let's understand few fundamentals at what are the things which we need to cover. First is your identity. If you ask me what is identity, I would say my name by which I am recognized. I'm going to the office and someone calls me by my name. I can easily, he or she can recognize me by my name. Similarly, when you join any of the organization, you will be given with the mail IDs, you will be given with the passwords. Let's say I'm from CloudDat, so I will be having the mail ID something like that, xyz.com. Here, the company name. So I'm getting the devices which I can easily log in with the help of this mail ID and the given password. How I can do that? Because the identity and the password are registered on the either of the platform. Either it can be on some identity platform on cloud, your Intra, or it can be on domain controller if I'm using the on-prem system. So first what we need is your identity. Now identity can be the unique credentials which are given to you. It can be a username, password, it can be a username, your mobile number, or your username, some OTP will be there, some passcode will be there. The way the organization is authenticating you, the way the organization is authorizing you. Now, let's move again to the slide deck. Yeah. So we will be requiring the identity first. Now, when we talk about identity, either you're associated with any of the organization in B2B format or B2C format. Now, what is B2B, B2C? Let's say B2B is business to business. Let's say I am working in TCS. Now, I want to collaborate with CloudDat. So how I can do? I can do with the help of the B2B collaboration without going in the CloudDat, without having the CloudDat credentials. With the help of my TCS credentials only, I can access all the resources which are there in my CloudDat tenant. Let's say CloudDat is using XYZ application, and I'm working in TCS and I want to use it, and my mail ID is, let's say this is my username. So with this username only, I can easily navigate and start using the XYZ application. That is the beauty of B2B. Then we have B2C. B2C is like when you're using Instagram, you're using SaaS-based applications. What do? You just go there, you register yourself, you log in either of the identity provider. It can be your Google, it can be your, let's say, Facebook, and you can easily navigate and start using that application. Similarly, what Intra do, Intra also is an identity provider. With the help of which you can easily navigate to any of the application which is registered in your Intra. Let's say in Intra, LinkedIn is registered or WhatsApp is registered. So I can easily use in my LinkedIn, my WhatsApp with the company's mail ID. Then comes the actions. First, what we need to do, we need to authenticate the user. Authentication means who you are. Now, if I want to authenticate you, let's say you are working in a cloud that, and I want to authenticate you, how I can authenticate you? With the help of this mail ID. So when I go into the office, what I have the identity cards. So I need to punch in that identity card. With the help of that, I am authenticating that I am a member of Cloud that. After authenticating, I need to authorize. Let's say I am the member of HR. So I can only enter the HR room. Similarly, I am the member of IT. So I can only enter in IT room. So I need to authorize what access I can have according to the authentication. Because let's say CEO will also have their identity cards, and the software engineer who is working in the organization will also have the identity card. But the difference comes in the authorization. CEO will have different authorization, and software engineer will have different authorization, and on the basis of it, he or she can start using the applications. Then whatever he is using, we need to administrate the service. Now, how to administrate? We will see enterprise, we will see entitlement management. Let's say the person who is joining as a salesperson, he need to have, let's say he is using some sales application. Let's say I'm using Lead Square. So to use these Lead Square, already the packages are created. Let's say this particular package is for my sales team. Next package is for my IT team. So automatically the package get configured to that particular person. Then whatever he is using, we need to audit also. If he is, let's say, trying to malfunction, or he is downloading some suspicious files, he is downloading some, let's say, sensitive files to his own personal system. So we need to audit also whether he is using his corporate mail ID for any kind of a suspicious action or not. And your identities, your cloud-based identities or hybrid identities are secured with the help of the cryptocurrency. We are using encryption, we are using hashing. Based on it, your identities are being secured. Then comes your maintain. Now, maintain is the last step. Once you give any, let's say, there is a person whose name is Rahul. Okay. Let me use white screen. Yeah. Let's say Rahul is there. Now, Rahul joined as an IT admin. Now, when he joins at the IT admin, now he will be having the access of some application. Let's say application 1, application 2, and he start using those applications. Now, we need to make sure that whenever he is using my application 1 or application 2, he is following all the rules and regulations or not. Are we taking care of the governance or not? Are we taking care of the compliance or not? So it's not only we are creating the identities, but we are doing the governance for those identities. We are ensuring that we are following the compliance as well. So we need to create the identities, we need to maintain the identities, and we need to also protect that particular identity till up to when he is the part of this organization. When he left the organization, the task is finished. But until Rahul is the part of my organization, I need to do each and everything. Now, if your identity works on zero trust principle. Now, when we say zero trust principle, some of you might know, some of you might don't know. But as the name suggests, one of the most important principle. Now, what this principles, as the name only saying, zero trust, which means we need not to trust anyone. We need to verify each and every user, the person who is working from the home and the person who is coming office regularly. So we need to make sure that every identity is working on this particular principle. Now it has three rules. Your first rule is verify explicitly. Your second rule is least privilege access. And your third rule is assume breach. Now, when we say verify explicitly, which means that we need to authenticate and authorize each and every user. Then after authenticating, after authorizing user or the application or the device, we need to give the access. Now the access which we are giving should have the JEA and should have the JIT. Now what is this JEA and JIT? The JEA stands for just enough access. And your JIT stands for just in time access. Let's say a person is there and his name is Rohan. He is working as an HR. Now he wants to look or he have some work with the IT department. So the access which to just have to read the data. So he should be given the reader level access, no write level access or no admin level access. He should have the reader level access. Second, just in time. Let's say he need to work for 2 hours. So the access also should be given for 2 hours, not for lifetime. Now you might be also wondering that why there is a need we can give the lifetime access also. No. Why? Because if he starts doing some malicious work, he starts doing some suspicious work, or if the Rohan's identity is breached, then your all the data, all the access will be given to that attacker. So to protect our identities from any kind of a breach or any kind of a lateral movement, we make ensure that we are following JEA and JIT in the organization. Then comes the assume breach. Now, assume breach means that in advance, we are assuming that something mishap will take place. Mishap means, let's say the identity is breached or someone get the identity. So we need to stop the lateral movement attack. Lateral movement attack means that let's say I am the attacker and I got the access of Rohan's system. Then from Rohan, there is one member who is Mohit. Now he is working in HR, he is working in IT. Now I don't want in my organization that from Rohan I can navigate to Mohit. So these kind of attack we need to stop. For that, we are using segmentation, we are using encryption, we are using different methods of securing our identities. One of the Microsoft tool we are using is your Defender. Now, first, what we'll see, we'll go on the portal and we'll try to create a user on my Entra, which is your cloud-based identity management tool. Now, let me navigate there, just a minute. Now you are seeing this is my portal. Okay, this is my Intra portal, which you can easily navigate with the help of intra.microsoft.com. So once you are landed on this particular page, you can see the my tenant. Let it come. Yeah, you can see my tenant. It is a Contoso tenant. My account details, which is a mod administrator account. Now, if you will try with your mail IDs, you won't be able to navigate to this page. Why? So the answer to this question is because you are not having the role. So to navigate to this particular portal, you should have the global admin role or other roles as well. And you should also have the license. So either you can have your Microsoft E5 license, or you can go with IntraSuite license. So you should have the license. So I'm having M365 E5 license. If you want to check the license, you can easily check on Admin Center, from where we can buy the license. Now, license is only assigned at your user level. So let's say in your organization, I'm working in Contoso. Now, in this particular organization, I'm having 500 employees. Now, for those 500 employees to be secured, I need 500 licenses. Let's say I'm having 200 licenses. So the people or the employees who are having this license can only be privileged. Other users will not get the security on their identities. So we need to make sure that number of users will always be equal to number of licenses assigned on them. So if I take you there, just a minute, yeah. So to navigate to your admin center, just type admin.microsoft.com and you will be landed on this particular page. So this is your admin center. Now we can buy the or purchase the license from this particular area, which is your marketplace. So from the marketplace, you can purchase any of the license for your users. You can need to go in the all products. In all products, if you scroll down, you will be having the option of security and identity. Navigate there. Now you can see E3 license, Entra ID P1, Active Directory Premium 1, Entra ID P2. So you can purchase the license accordingly. So if you want to compare, you can just go on details. Now you need to select the number of license you want to purchase. Now for per license per user, you need to pay $9 license per month. If you are going with the yearly plan, you can go with 108 license per year. You can see it, you can just compare the details and you can check it. Once you have purchased the license, that license will start coming up in the licenses section and you can check the license, you can assign the license to a user. You can see M365, I have the M365 E5 license, so you can see here. Then After having the license and the role, you can easily navigate to this particular portal. You can see what are the details, what are the users, how many users are there. So you can see 33 users are there. One device is registered on my Intra. 31 groups are there and 6 applications are there. For creating the users, in your left hand side, you will be having the navigation menu. You can go to the home, you can go to the Entra ID, you can just scroll down, you can go in the identity protection, identity governance, verified ID, and GSA, which is your global secure access. Scrolling up. Now, if I go to the users, first step is creating the user on my Intra, which will be your cloud-based user. What you need to do, just click on new user. Now, you need to check whether you are creating the user or you are inviting the user. So let's say we are creating a new user. Click on new user. Now give a name. So let me I'm giving my name only. Then scroll down the display name. Now you want to go with the auto-generated password or you want to generate it. You want the account to be enabled. Then go with enabled and click on next, which will be your properties. Now here are many entities like your first name, last name, user type, job title, company name, and so on. And all these are also not a strict mark. But be careful, and it is suggested that you should give each and every detail. Why? Because when we will be creating the groups, we will give this entity. Let's say the person who is having the job title as HR should be included in this group. So if you haven't given the detail, your account or the user will not be the part of that group. Or when you will be creating the conditional access policies, at that time also these are very important. So please give all these details. Now give your first name, last name, what is the user type, whether it will be a guest member or it's a member. Member means it is a part of my organization. Guest will be when I will be doing B2B collaboration. At that time, the guest will come. Scroll down, then comes the manager. Now, why there is a need of manager? The need of manager is, let's say, I'm working right now and I leave the organization and I was working on the sensitive data. Now, once my identities or my IDs will be deleted, the access will also be go. So if you create and add the manager, the credentials or the access will be given to my manager till my account is permanently deleted. So for the 30 days, it will be in archive mode. If after 30 days, the account will be permanently deleted. So till 30 days, the manager will be having the access of the resources which I was having. So you need to add the manager, city, and other details. Then after adding it, go on assignment. Now, whether you want to add this user to an administrative unit, you want to add this user to any group, let's say HR group or a finance group, or let's say sales group, marketing group, you can add it here. You want to assign a role to this user. Let's say he will be a global admin, he will be a security administrator, user administrator. You can assign it here. Then after giving all these details, click on review and create. You can see the username, display name, password, and every detail, and click on create. Now, once you click on create, the user will be created. Now, if I show you the user, or let me just search it here. You can see the user is coming. You can see the details. Now this is the user. This is the user principal name. This is the object ID. When the user is created, what is the user type? What are the identity, groups, applications, and so on. If you want to see its audit details, sign-in logs, you can also see here. No, because he haven't done anything. You can see the sign-in logs. Nothing will be there. You can see the which license is assigned to her. Now there is no license assigned to her. If you see here also, if you want to add, you want to remove, you want to reprocess the license, this will only be possible with the help of this AM365 admin center. So you need to navigate to your admin center. Now when we navigate to your admin center, we are having the option of licenses. Go here. So user creation will be on Intra. License will be assigned on your admin center. Go here, let's say I want to assign my M365 E5 license. So click here, scroll down and click on assign licenses. Now you can add the person to whom you want to assign, let's say license, and click on assign. And the assignment will be there. You can see how many users are already having the license. So first you need to unassign it because we are having the maximum assignment is 20 and we have already assigned the 20 licenses. So first you need to make account, you need to make an available license, then only you will be able to. Now this is the first step, that is a user creation. If let's say in my organization 50 employees join. Now for 50 employees, I will do the same task. The answer is no. Why? Because we will be going with the bulk operation. Now what happens in bulk operation? We can create the user, we can bulk invite the user, and we can also bulk delete the user. So if you want to create it, click on here, click on the template. Now once you click on the template, and if I show you the template, it will contain all the entities. Just give all these entities here and add the particular file or upload the particular file here. Whether you want to join 50 employees, you want to join 1000 employees, it will be just in a single click with the help of this bulk invite or bulk create if you want to go through. Now, after creating the user, I want to delete this user. Let's say this user is going or she is resigning it. You can delete the user also. Now, how to do the deletion? Just go in the users, select the user. So I'm going with my name only. Now select this user and click on delete. Now it will ask you delete the selected users. Go with OK. Now the user is successfully deleted. Now if you go in the deleted users, you can easily see that user here. Now you can see Nikita is coming. And remember, the user will permanently be deleted in after 30 days automatically. So if you want to archive this user, you need to archive it within 30 days. Otherwise, it won't be possible. So now let's go with the bulk invite. If you want, now this is first we have seen user creation. Second, we'll see group creation. Now, if you want to go with a group creation, let's say we are in the organization also, we are having marketing group, we are having sales group, we are having IT group. And accordingly, they will get the access to their respective groups. The person who is in the marketing group will have the different access to the resources. The person who will be working in IT group will have the different access. So according to the group, the access will be given to the users. Now, there are two ways of group creation. Either you can create a group and add the members manually, one by one, or automatically. If you want to go with automatic, let's say I have created one group, which is the marketing group. And you want to add the user. And on the later time, Sarah joined the organization as a marketing intern. So without doing manual adding to her in the marketing group, automatically on the basis of the entities, this user will automatically be added to my marketing group. How we can do that, I will show you. Now, if I go again to the slide deck, here. First, choose the group. First, create the group. So click on the new group. Now, what will be the type of your group? Is it your security group or M365 group? Security group will be on role assignment, working on different M365 portals, admin portals. M365 groups like working on Teams, your, we can say SharePoint, or working on your Copilot, Word, PPTs, there you want to assign it. I want to go with the security group, let's say. Now, what will be the group name? I'm giving sales. Then what is your group description? So you need to go with the group description if you want. It's suggested, not mandatory, but it's suggested that you should go with the group description also. You want to assign the roles also on the basis of this group. So if you want, you can go with yes. If you don't want, you can go with no. Then comes the membership type. Now, membership type is important. How? So first membership type is your dynamic assigned, and second is the dynamic. Assigned is your manual intervention. And second one, dynamic, will be your automated. So if you want that user, whenever he will join the organization, the user adding to a group will be an automated way. You can do it with a dynamic group. If it's you want manually, you can go with the assign. Second thing you need to remember is this intra roles. So if you click on yes, you need to go with assigned type only. Please remember, you need to go with the assigned type only. But if you are not concerned with the roles, you can go with either of them. You can go with assigned, you can go with dynamic. Let's say assigned. Now add the owners, add the members. Click here on the members, add the members here. Let's say I'm adding Adele, I'm adding Alex. Click on select and create it. Now the group will be created with the name of sales. If you want to see your group, go in the all groups, just search for sales. Now if you see here in the members, you can see the members who we have added. Alex, Christy, and so on. Similarly, if you are going with the dynamic group creation, now click on new group, give the name. So I'm giving security, or let's say, security 1. And I'm going with a dynamic user. Go here and you need to give the dynamic query. Click here on the dynamic query and add the dynamic query on the basis of the entities. Now, these are the entities which we have seen. city, company name, country, while we are creating the user, department, given name, and so on. Let's say the person who is from the security department. Now here you can add it security. Now person who will be from security department will be the part of this group. Remember, this is case insensitive. Whether you give this value in this format or all caps lock or all in small letters, it doesn't matter. Now you want the operator, adds, all, and so on. So I'm going with the equals and add the expression. Now if you see add expression, this says that user department equal to security. The person who will belong to security will be the part of this user. Now click on save. Now once you click on save, just click on create. And the user will be created and the group will be created. Now if you want to check it, go in the users, give two names. Yeah, go in the new user and I'm giving just random names. Let's say Sarah, and go in the properties and give the department as security. Click on review and create. Click on create. Okay, we haven't given display name. Now the display name will be Sarah only. Just click it here and click on create. Now it is created successfully. Now if I go in this Sarah, now search for Sarah and go in groups. Refresh it. It will take some time and Sarah will be included in this particular group and you can see the group here. Now if I go in the groups also, let's cross check there only. Go in here, search for security. It was security 1. Go in the dynamic membership rules. You want to check it, just validate your rule and add the user. Let's say it was Sarah. Now, choose Sarah and select it. Now you can see status is tick mark. And if you see in the members, Sarah is displayed. We haven't done anything. This user is automatically coming. Why? Because we have chosen the dynamic group creation. This is the user creation and the group creation. Now when we go to the devices, now how to make any device as your intra joint. Now we have two kinds of devices. First one is your intra joint. Second one is your register. Now when we talk about the devices, so we have intra joint devices and intra registered. Now, what is the difference between this intra-join and intra-registered? So basically in intra-join, it is your personal systems. And these are your corporate systems. Now, what happens in intra-join? Whenever you will access your corporate mail IDs or cloud IDs, There only your activity will be monitored, not your entire system audit will be mentioned. Similarly, when your device is intra-registered, your entire activity will be monitored. Whenever you will enter, whenever you will start your system and give the details, when you will give your username, when you will give the password, from there till you are shutting down your system, everything will be monitored. Now, how to make it? First, open your device and go in the settings. Click here. You will be having the option of accounts. Go on accounts, scroll down and access work or school. If you see here, access work or school. Go here and connect your device. Now, if you see in my environment, it is already connected. But you can connect your device to make your device intra-registered. If I show you here, one of my device is there. If you click on this particular device, you will be able to see all the details. What is the device ID? What is the object ID? Whether it is enabled, what is the OS, version, join type, owner, and so on. If you want to see the roles and administrators, you can see the roles and administrators as well, which will be a cloud device administrator. If you want to assign it, you can easily assign it. So we have created the groups. So the group creation can also on the basis of the device. Now, when you go with the device perspective, that will be dynamic. Now, I'm not giving any. Let's say I'm giving device group. Now here you see dynamic device. Go here and add the query. Now, if you see here, the object type, the Windows device should be a part of this group, or maybe the Linux device should be a part of, Windows 11 should be a part of this group, Windows 10 should be a part of this group, or it's a mobile phone. Let's say iPhone 16, iPhone categories will be part, whether it's an iPhone 16, 17, because to the sales people who are the part of the organization, they are also given with the cell phones. They are also given with the mobile phones. So to monitor their activity, we will go with a dynamic. The mobile phone should be an iPhone category, and it can be any 16, 17, 15, 11, and so on. Or it should be a part of a Samsung, whether it's your A series, M series, doesn't matter. That will automatically become the part of this group, and you can assign or create the conditional access policy for them. Then comes your authentication methods. Authentication methods, how you will be authenticating your user. Are you using username password to authenticate your user? Are you using SMS? Are you using tap? Are you using software auth tokens? Are you using voice calls? How you are authenticating your users. How you are recognizing that this particular user will be a part of my organization. Let's say I'm using authenticator. I'm using username and SMS. Either you can go with these built-in types, or you can create your external authentication method as well. So go here in the add external method, give the properties, give the entity details, which include your name, your client ID, discovery endpoint, application identity, who will be your targeted audience, whether it will be all the employees in the organization, or you are going with sales, you are going with marketing, you are going with IT department. who will be your targeted employee. You can choose it here and you can apply it. Let's say I'm using Authenticator. Come here, all users or selective groups. Now try to understand the beauty of this group. Now this particular group can be dynamic also. We have created a security group. Now whosoever will be the part of the security group or the dynamic group will need to go through with this Microsoft Authenticator. Now choose the user or group and the authentication mode. What authentication mode you are going through. So we have two authentication mode. Passwordless or push. Now what is the difference between these two? If you are going with the passwordless, so here you need to enter 6-digit number which will be displayed on your authenticator. If you are going with the push, you will be displayed a 2-digit number and that you need to enter. Now which method you will be using, passwordless or push? So you can use that particular method accordingly and you can start using the authenticator application into the organization. That is the method of how you're authenticating, how you are getting to know that this particular person or this particular identity belongs to this organization or belongs to my organization. So you can go with here. Second is the password protection. That will be a smart lock. Let's say you all are having the mobile phones. So there is some threshold values. Let's say there's a threshold value of 3, which means that after your third attempt, your phone got locked. Maybe for some time, maybe it is 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 120 seconds, whatever password protection, whatever password protection settings, smart lockout they have set. Lockout theory threshold, which means that what is the maximum number of count you want to give to a user. Whether it will be a 10, whether it will be a 20, 30, whatever time you want to give. Let's say I'm giving 2. So maximum 2 attempts will be given. Then seconds, after your second attempt, for how much duration you want to block the account. And that duration will be in seconds. Remember it. So you need to give it that time. Let's say I'm going with 120 or 120 seconds. So the account will be locked for 120 seconds. Then you have any custom list that you want to ban these passwords. So you can add common words, let's say password. Second, we have QWERTY. Then if you want to add password 123, you can edit. And the password protection. Now, do you want to enforce this particular setting to your Active Directory? You can include it. If yes, you want to enforce it, go with the yes. If you don't want to enforce it, go with the no. Then comes the last option, which will be the mode. So are you going with the enforce mode or the audit mode? Whatever mode you are choosing, enforced means that this particular policy will be ineffective. Start using this policy. Audit means only the auditing will be done. And this particular password protection will be applicable to all my employees. I can't select for whom to apply, for whom not to apply. So this is the policy for all your employees working in the organization. So you can add the custom lockout settings here in this particular option. Then comes the cross-tenant synchronization. Now, when we talk about cross-tenant synchronization, let's say I'm working in TCS. I want to collaborate with Cloud working with different tenants. Now, if I go here and explain you, so cloud that I am having, that will be a one tenant. And second tenant will be my infos, let's say TCS. That will be a second tenant. So all the email IDs or all the login credentials for my cloud that will be starting from xyz@cloudthat.com. And the person who are the part of my TCS, their mail IDs will start from abc@tcs.com. So these are the two. Now I'm having Cloud.dat, so I'm representing Cloud.dat at CT and TCS as TCS. If TCS employees want to access the resources of my Cloud.dat, being a part of the Cloud.dat, okay? So I am the member of this particular organization. When TCS want to access the resources of the Cloud.dat, it will be inbound settings. When Cloud.dat employees want to access the TCS, it will be outbound. Now, if we go again on the portal and see there, just a minute. In the external settings, identities, we have cross-tenant settings. Working with two different organizations. Maybe I'm a part of Cloud.dat and I'm working on a project with TCS. So we have inbound access settings and outbound. Inbound means when your employees are going to collaborate with other organizations. And outbound means when they are coming to use your applications. So you can go with B2B collaboration or direct connect. B2B collaboration, just enable it. If you want to go with all users or selective set of users, click here in the edit. No, external users, you want to allow, you want to block. In the applications, you want which application you want to allow them. Let's say they can use my Lead Square, they can use my Zoom, they can use my Teams. What application they can access, you can select it. And which user can access it. So first, your user should be the part of your tenant as an external user. Then only he can start using your options. He can start using the applications which are there to use. Then second is your outbound. Similarly, you can go in the outbound and you can give the access. Which user can use, which applications your employees can use there. Or you want to go with a B2B direct connect. You can go with a B2B direct connect also. You want to allow the access, you want to block the access to your employees. Now here, only the Contoso employees will be there, no external user. Because when your employees going to their organization to access it, it will be only for your employee settings, outbound. You're going out. Inbound, someone is coming to your environment. So accordingly, you can give the access. You want to restrict the tenant restrictions, you can give it. Now, tenant restrictions will be useful when we will be looking on GSA, which is Global Secure Access. At that time, we will see these tenant restrictions. Which application you want to block, which application, which groups, which users you want to block from all these settings, from which applications you want to block from all the other settings which you will do. So we have seen authentication, how we can authenticate our users, how we can create a user, how we can create a group. So stay tuned for further videos where we will be discussing the identity governance, identity protection, and so on. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.